Yeah, so being in the office, I had the Rolodex with all of the people who used to
Not
call.
a Rolodex.
So that was your idea to actually have that in the whole nine?
Yeah.
Like,
wow.
I had the Rolodex. I had all of the you know what the Rolodex
I know
is,
what it
right?
is.
Had all of the addresses, the people who used to send communications to Teddy, because I used to open as an intern, part of that before being a management, before being A&R, excuse me. I used to open all his mail and, you know, respond to mail, show it to him, respond to it in kind or whatever. So I established this Rolodex of different people that he used to deal with from the labels.
So let me ask you, I'm gonna cut you off again. We can get right back to that. So what was Teddy's mind frame before you started to do all that? He was just concentrating on, I'm coming to Virginia. I'm coming to Virginia Beach with the studio to just work on music and bring artists to work on music. He wasn't thinking about trying to even put nobody on. So it's like you put that in his head. Like
I wasn't with him when he bought the studio to Virginia. I don't know if his intent was to come to Virginia and find artists.
Well, let me rephrase that question. At the time, right? What was he doing at the time? Was he just concentrating on this music? You know, like his mind frame, was he thinking about even putting artists and stuff on at the time? Because if you would have never went inside to do that, when was that going to be done? Or, you know what I mean? Because evidently, I'm basically answering my own question, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so let me
help you. So he was trying to wear more than one hat at the time. Okay. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to wear more than one hat at the time, but the main hat that he was required to wear was be a producer for this group that you got signed. There was still with MCA. So it was like a transition period between transitioning from Guy to putting out the first Blackstreet project. First Blackstreet project, shout out, rest in peace, Joe Stone Street. That was one of the videos that I interned on, because I'm a mass communication major, so for Norfolk State. So one of the videos that I interned on was the one they shot in Norfolk and Grammy Street in the alley. I found the alley for them. I printed the sign that say Blackstreet for them that's in the video. And that was one of the only. So that early video, his responsibility was for Blackstreet. You know what I'm saying? His responsibility, he was building a new group to replace Guy, so it was Blackstreet. It was all about Blackstreet. And then he had internal issues with Blackstreet as far as like Joe, so he had multiple hats to wear. So he had this team that he trusted and he thought he could trust and put people in certain places to do certain things.
And they weren't doing it.
Omar wasn't doing what he was supposed to do. God bless the dead. I love you, Pat. I love all y'all, but I'm going to tell the truth. Omar wasn't doing what he was supposed to be doing, because that's why that big box of tape was back there. That first talent show that Chance talked about, that wasn't a talent show that I don't think Teddy put together. I think that was a talent show that the city put together or the school put together and used Teddy's name on it. That's the talent show that Chance talked about. He won. And that one, I think that's the one that somebody else put that together because they said it was like so unorganized or whatever. But that one, that particular showcase that you saw is from me finding those demo tapes in the box in the back office. And calling music executives from New York and Atlanta, starting the bubble then. So like you got, what's some boy's name? Jermaine Dupri, and you got the other cats down in Atlanta. Just decided to call them to come to Virginia and listen to these new artists that Teddy's thinking about working with. You know what I'm saying? So they come here and they listening in the live session, and it became so. First of all, it was so many artists that we couldn't get there, and then we was like, all right, let's turn this into a talent show. We're gonna call it Teddy Riley's Night of Magic. Me, his cousins Lucy Washington and Christopher Washington, we spearheaded the Teddy Riley's Night of Magic, using Teddy's name as the catalyst to, for the attraction. We got Princess Anne High School the first year, and we held auditions. So it was a lot of, the auditions were like actual shows because there was so many people showing up for the auditions.
Hold on, y'all. Something stopped up here. I don't know how long. I seen it a while ago. Good. Okay.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah. So yeah, they had a lot of auditions leading up to the actual show. So a lot of auditions. The auditions was so many people there. There was like actual shows, because nobody knew when Teddy was actually going to come to one of the auditions. He was never at any of the auditions. He came to the actual show. Mm-hmm. But that was even hard to get him to come there because his schedule conflicts. You know what I'm saying? We had to build it around his tour schedule with Blackstreet, his studio schedule. He's working on Rex and Effect at the same time. There's other projects, like other side projects coming in, the people that want production done that he has coming in. So we got all that happening at the same time. But
so who ended up winning that talent show?
From my recollection, the Neptunes won the talent show. There was from my recollection, it was a tie. It was the Neptunes that won the talent show, and it was this I think this female rapper that was by herself.
Gosh, you're gonna kill me. Don't kill me.
T-Dub.
Yeah. Do you remember her name was Murder Mommy? God, I can't think of her name.
T-Dub, this girl named Tasha Wynn, T-Dub.
Okay. So
she might have been going by Murder Mommy at the time, but I know her as T-Dub.
But anyway.
I think modestly he selected a tie. You know what I'm saying? I think he selected a tie, but even when the Neptunes win, his main interest, his main point of interest at that point was Mike Etheridge. He wanted the singer from the group. He didn't want the rapper. Whatever the DJ was, but his main
shout out to Mike, man.
Shout out to Mike Etheridge, yeah. And you know what's funny, man? Because like I know the story, and everybody got his own story. You know, history got his own story. But when I'm sorry, I kicked the joint.
Okay.
You good?
When the Lego movie came out, I was like, yo, they ain't put Big Mike in it at all. Like no reference to him at all. But it is what it is.
Yeah, I didn't even see it. I didn't even see the story, so I don't even I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the Lego movie, Pharrell Lego movie, Piece by Piece.
Yes, so you think...
It's a scene in there where the Neptunes are doing a talent show, but they leave Big Mike out of the talent show, and in reality, he was probably the catalyst to make Teddy to pick that group from his singing, because he's the one that got the first deal. Like Mike Etheridge went solo, he got offered a solo deal before the Neptunes got their first deal.
Yeah.
So Mike Etheridge was signed to MCA Records under Teddy.
But why do you think though that Pharrell should have had put him in it though? Because he ain't had nothing to do with Pharrell.
He was part of the Neptunes. If you represent the Neptunes.
Oh, okay, got you. So he was part of their group.
Right.
And
if you represent the group in the movie and you leave one character out of the group.
Got
what I'm saying?
Got you. Oh yeah, that's wild. Okay.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you think he did that because of the situation of him suing them and all that stuff?
I don't know, but I know about that, but I don't know if that was the reason he did it. I know about
I can talk about it. I
can talk about it too, because Mike talked to me about it and gave me this. I actually worked on the song that Mike was suing him about, so,
Wow.
Oh, got you.
Yeah, Mike came to my house with that song a while back before he gave it to him I'm going to say allegedly because I don't want her to, but allegedly he gave it to him to mix it, and the next thing you know, it came out as somebody else's whole joint, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, well. But
the first time I met this dude, man, it's like I was still interning, I was at the studio, and I went over to the office because I had to get some paperwork signed by Teddy or something. And I see this group of kids come up to the doors, Mike Etheridge, Shay, Chad, and Pharrell, and they had somebody else with them, but I don't know who that guy was.
Shay Bay, what up, baby?
And they ring the doorbell, and they got this video system in where you could see everybody that's coming to the studio on the screen before they get there. So it's like, yo, get the door, man, tell them I ain't here, right? I go to the door. Is Mr. Riley available? I said, man, he's not here right now. He's like, do you know he's gonna be back? His car's outside, we'll wait. All this kind of shit. So I'm like, yo, who are them kids? This guy got on a silver bubble jacket, like he got on an aluminum foil
That's
coat.
for real.
Yeah. And then Teddy was like, yo, they come up here, blah, blah, blah. But that turned out to be one of the groups that was on the tapes that I gave him. So when I found out it turned out to be one of the groups that was on the tape I gave him, I took more of a liking to him because now I knew who they were. I was like, man, I heard y'all tape, man. I gave Teddy y'all tape and that shit, you know, whatever. Right. And Tammy Lucas, shout out Tammy Lucas. Tammy Lucas liked them too because I guess she heard some music from them before too. So like a lot of things parallel.
Right.
But so they were trying to get inside through anybody. They was trying to get inside so much, man. Me and Sifu were teaching martial arts at Sifu's house in his garage. I train martial arts, so Sifu would invite me to come help him teach his students so Pharrell and Chad, they signed up for martial arts just to be able to get close to somebody who was affiliated with Teddy. They found a way in, man. He was persistent. He found a way in. You know what I'm saying? So,
wow. So yeah, because they said he used to. So they said he ended up interning and stuff.
He probably did. He likely did.
Yeah, so
that's crazy.
Tell me about Rump Shaker.
I was working in the office when that song came out, and one of the greatest days of my life was when they had the auditions for Rump Shaker.
Oh, you were working in the office.
I was working they had a studio that was off of Virginia Beach Boulevard, and then they had a separate location that was an office that was off Southport Circle. Southport Circle over there by Mount Trashmore.
Hey, what you order? What you order? Okay. How you doing, man? I thought you were about to break the pizza out, man. You got the book bags. I'm like, you got the pizza going? You never know who's gonna pop up around here, man. The Convo. That's what we do.
You never fucking know. That's funny.
So yeah, the office over there by Southport Circle. I went to work. I went to work that day from Norfolk State, getting out of class, going to the studio, and she told me, Nicole told me the day before. She's like, we're gonna have an audition here to pick the people for the video. You want to come in and be one of the people to select? I said, yeah. So boom. I didn't know what the concept of the video, but it was girls, man. It was girls lined up from Southport Circle all the way down to Independence Road, all the way out to Mount Trashmore, about the Mount Trashmore.
Damn.
Like, good God, look at all these women. So I pull up, the Rump Shaker video. They coming in, they dancing. We in the back. We got like tables set up in the back like American Idol. Like, come in, show your thing, we pick you and you leave. And pick all the girls for the video.
But tell me this though. So like, but when it came to writing the creative process, you didn't see any of that, or you didn't see how that was transformed because like
I was working in the office. I wasn't in the studio at that time.
Yeah, so
the way I got to the studio is different, but I was working in the office. I knew I would go over there like in the afternoon, shoot pool and play video games and shit. But I didn't have a job over there. I wasn't doing nothing over there but hanging out when I went over there, hanging out for a little while before I went home, before I went over there, or hanging out for a little while before I had to go back to the halfway house before I went to, So I didn't see the process of Rump Shaker being made. I didn't witness that. That was a song that like was there before I got to the studio.
Okay.
Yeah. So tell me this, when was the time though, like when you noticed that like Pharrell just like disappearing and him going his way, and and the studio still going on?
Man, I didn't pay no attention to Pharrell.
You didn't pay attention to none of that?
No.
Yeah.
Pharrell got, what I was doing
because
was like...
The only reason why I even asked you, I said because, I mean, if you wouldn't have never still went in the box with none of that stuff still wouldn't have, so
right.
I would think.
Right. But
me, and not me saying that he owe you anything and all that, but damn, nigga, if I found you, me and you can be cool as I don't know what. Like, I mean, it's...
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like...
Yeah, I don't care it like that, man, because like I said...
I know you don't, but it's a point, though. You know what I'm saying? Like the same way, even though it's a little different, but it's not the same way you says, dang, Mike should have been in the what's it called? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just the kind of person that when people come up together, You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And me too.
You know what I'm saying?
Me too.
So that's why I just asked. So for you to say that though, right? I'm just being real because so for you to say that right there, I mean, I know that's your character. You just think about just doing you because I see all the stuff that you've been doing and how you even started out. So you got your own mind and the way you work and all that. So you didn't feel no way of just saying, "Dang, I don't want to discover this," and not never time you thought about that, that's, you know what I mean? I would, you know what I mean? I mean, everybody ain't me, but you know what I'm saying? No, I'm just being 100.
The way I look at it, man, it's more like, wow, look what they've become. You know, not that I discovered it, because Columbus ain't discovered America. Pharrell was already there before, you know what I'm saying? That demo tape was already there. I ain't pushed no buttons on no keyboard him and Chad ever touched. Wait, I did actually, but... So, in that story, but they was going to be who they was going to be. It's God's destiny, you know what I'm saying? I don't like to play the what if game too much, because you could put like so many branches to the what if tree that you could go anywhere.
All right, so let me tell you, this thing stopped again. Is it cool? This press okay?
As long as let me see a lighter too.
Okay, I just want to make sure. So let me tell you how this how I'm always what make me me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would look at it like everybody always loved the fruit. Like everybody honor the fruit, everybody honor. Nobody thinks about the tree. It's like the tree boring. But without the tree, you wouldn't have no fruit. That's just the way it is. I can't say that word right. You laughing at me? But they gonna get the meaning though. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I understand that the tree is boring.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But you can never forget about the tree.
Never.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Bang.
Bang, bang.
Like, you know what I mean? But
sense.
I'm always still humble. Like, I always been humble, you know what I mean? But now that I'm even doing this, that's just why, I feel I got that voice to speak about the tree. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Don't forget about the tree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I say that right there. And it ain't that you discovered it. And I believe that he was going to do what he was going to do regardless, because he was already going to New York. It just would have played out a different way. I believe in that. But you know what I mean? But that didn't happen.
Yeah, right. I think Teddy got to him before he started going to New York, before all the Noriega and all that kind of stuff. That stuff transpired because of the talent show. When the talent show, once they won that portion of the talent show, they let them in. Like Chance was hanging around all the time beforehand, but I started to see Pharrell and them around more after that first talent show. The second talent show we had, it got so big that we moved it to the Virginia Beach Convention Center. So I got the mayor involved, the mayor of Virginia Beach involved. Shout out to Myra Obendorf, former mayor of Virginia Beach, and negotiated rental of the Virginia Beach Convention Center. I got Parks and Recreation involved with it so they could let us use the park out there. What's y'all park out there? By the amphitheater now.
The water park?
No, the park. People used to play basketball out there.
I'm not. I don't know.
I ain't helped either.
It's off Princess Anne Road. If you're going all the way down Princess Anne, like you're going toward the courtachhouse, it was a park over to the right side.
All the basketball courts and stuff. Yeah, Princess Anne Park.
Okay, it's Princess Anne Park. So Parks, the city of Virginia Beach let us use Princess Anne Park to do the basketball tournament. Yeah. So we negotiated all these locations, and then we started putting together these events. Like we had the Night of Magic talent show, but we turned it into a whole weekend. Mm-hmm. So it went from being a talent show at Princess Anne High School to a Night of Magic weekend at Virginia Beach Convention Center, where we had like Friday night, we had all the clubs booked, like all of the clubs booked. Mm-hmm. MC Hammer took a limo and took everybody to, Picasso's. They used to be right there in the corner of Newtown Road.
I love
and the funny thing is, like, he was like, let the people know I'm going to be here. So we went inside and let the people know Hammer was outside, and they played his music. And when they played his music, him and everybody get out the limo and dance. They danced into the club. They ain't just walk into the club like we hear them. They danced into the club like we here. But all of those people. So the basketball games, we had a celebrity basketball game. I invited a bunch of celebrities. You all using all off the strength of Teddy's name because Teddy is the hot shit at this point. Like he's really the hot shit at this point. He got Michael Jackson. Everybody wants Teddy Riley's music. Whitney Houston. Everybody's at the studio. Everybody, right? So it's easy to get people to come here off of his name. So I'm using his name.
Didn't you take Michael Jackson to Walmart or something?
Yeah.
I heard a story about that. I'm sorry, I didn't hear when you said it again.
Lynn Haven at that.
Can I hear about that story? Like,
Yeah. So we're in the studio one night. After Michael Jackson gets here, we had this one guy that works with us named Screwface, right? His real name was, I'll tell you his real name, but his name was Screwface. Everybody knew him as Screwface. So Michael Jackson's here, he's staying in the hotel. Screwface tips the media off and like, yo, Michael Jackson's in town. So now all the media's in front of the studio, it's media trucks, everybody in front of the studio trying to get to see Michael Jackson. And it's like, how they found out. So I'm going to ask one of my buddies at Channel 13 that went to college with me, how y'all found out Michael Jackson was here? We got a tip from somebody named Albert Charles. Like, Albert Charles is like, who the hell is Albert Charles? So I do the payroll. So I'm going through the finance work, like Albert Charles. That's Screwface. Screwface told the media that Michael Jackson was there, so he couldn't go back to the hotel, the studio. We had to park buses in front of the studio to keep the media out.
I wonder if he got paid. He get paid?
I don't know.
He probably got hit off with something.
But yeah, we had to park buses in front of the entrance to keep the people out. And he went and bought a condo in Virginia Beach. So
who did?
Michael.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he couldn't go back to the hotel, and he was working on the project with Teddy. So he had to buy he bought a condo, hide out in Virginia Beach, and he would just go to there and come back to the studio, go to there, come back to the studio. So this particular night, he was in the studio, and his security and Seafood went somewhere. I don't know where they went. It was
probably
late.
went to go kick bricks or something.
It was late.
Catch bullets with their teeth.
The dude that was doing security for Michael and the dude that was doing security for Seafood was going somewhere, and Teddy was asleep. It was late, and I was in the room. I was in my office at the computer, and he came in and he's like, "Tony, I want to go to Walmart." And I was like, what? Let me call the security. He's like, no, just me and you, let's go. I said, let me call security.
It's Michael Jackson.
He's like, yeah. I said, let me call security. He's like, no, let's go. We can take the van. I said, we're not taking the van, and I need to call security. He's like, no, it's just, let's go. I just want to go to Walmart real quick. So you don't tell Michael Jackson no too many times. So I was like, all right, let me tell Teddy at least. Let me tell Teddy, no, don't wake him. It's like, damn. Like, I got to take this nigga to Walmart by myself. Like, it's the Walmart on Lynn Haven, the 24-hour Walmart on Lynn Haven Parkway.
That's crazy.
By Lynn Haven and Virginia Beach.
Yeah.
So we go to Walmart. He's like, I'll put on the disguise. He's like, I'll put on the disguise. He pull his shirt collar up, put his shade glasses on. He's like, I'm ready. I was like, damn. All right, so we go to Walmart. He goes in. He's just shopping. He's just throwing all kind of random shit in the cart. We walk into Walmart, just chit-chatting every now and then. I don't even want to talk to him too much because I don't want to be, he's asking me about myself and stuff, like throwing shit in the cart, right? He's like, you think Teddy kids are like this? You think the kids are like this? And he's like, playing with balls and shit, those big balls, So we go check out. I'm taking all these bags back to my car. I got a Mercedes at the time. A silver Mercedes at the time, so I got all these bags of shit in my back seat. But when we was checking out, the girl at the checkout counter knew it was Michael Jackson, so she's getting autographs and he's talking to her, he's flirting with her. He's like, Tony, give her the address to the studio. So I give her my card.
Hold on, what am I doing that for?
What do you think?
Okay, I'm talking about
give her the address to the studio.
Yeah.
So I give her my card.
I'm talking about it.
We get back to the studio. I help him take all the stuff out. I don't know if Seafood and them are back yet. By now, I'm not. But somebody's back because I end up leaving after I drop him off. I end up like unloading his stuff and leaving after I drop him off. But the next day, we're all in the A room. And we're working on something. And I'm standing in the back. They're working on something at the console. And the doorbell rings. The monitor pops up. Like, everybody's like, who's that girl at the monitor? And Michael said, she's here for me. Everybody was like, everybody here turned, looked at him, and I'm sitting on this side of the room, and I said, he met her last night at Walmart, and they was like, what y'all doing at Walmart last night? You know, so I was like, oh, man.
I could imagine me taking Mike to Walmart. I was riding with Mike. I would have told Mike, hey, Mike, if the police stop you, you got to take that shit off, man. You can't keep, you got to take that guy, man.
It was just surreal.
We doing that, you know what I mean? You can get us up out of this joint right now. This nigga put me over. Mike
could go in the future van. The future van was
Dirty
like a rolling billboard. He wanted to ride there in the future van. The future van was like a rolling billboard. It had Teddy's face on the side, and I had Future Records on the side. Everything. It was funny because my man Earl one night had the van downtown Norfolk, driving downtown Norfolk, whole strolling, boom, run into the back of a news lady, then pull off, right? News lady come to the studio the next day is like, I'm gonna sue Teddy Riley. I'm gonna sue Teddy Riley. He's like, what happened? Somebody in his van crashed into my car last night. Who had the van last night? Earl. Earl had the van.
I would have said Michael Jackson.
Mike.
You want to go to Walmart?
But the experience
changed up. Tarjay today.
So that's like I said, the experience of meeting him at the studio was way more intimate than just standing in line and getting a handshake.
Right.
You know.
Right.
I played video games with him. I ate KLC with him. It was just like.
Oh man.
So explain this picture.
When he ate the KLC, we all bugged out because a peculiar incident happened, and I ain't gonna call nobody name, but they was bringing the KLC back from the restaurant, and I think they had just went to the dentist or something, so they had like gauze in their mouth or whatever, and they brought the KLC back in the restaurant, and they brought it in the A room, and they set it down on the table, and when they leaned over the box, a big glob of slob just came out of their mouth and hit the box of the chicken box like Michael said, that's your box. And the room just exploded. So
that's your box. That's funny.
That's your box.
Hey, bro, I would have loved it, man. Listen, Mike, that's crazy. That's crazy. You can't be happy around Mike.
But yeah, Teddy had a lot of people come in town, man. That's the only person. Him and Whitney Houston were the only really two people that him, Whitney Houston, and Tom Jones were the only people that I really fanned out over. Like, you know, actually being around, like.
Who Tom Jones?
Tom Jones is my grandma's favorite performer, man. He's the original Mr. Throw Your Panties on the Stage, man. It's not unusual to be loved.
Yeah.
That's the guy who sang that song.
Oh, wow.
Tom Jones is a white entertainer from the early 60s.
Yeah.
That he used to drive women crazy, man. They used to throw their panties on the stage to him. And one of the questions that I asked him when he got there, I was like, how many pair of panties do you think you collected over your time?
When was Ted done working with him?
He was doing a remix to Prince song.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
You dropping all these.
Man.
Listen.
Yeah. Man, Teddy was charging like...
Did you meet Prince?
I met Prince before.
Wow.
He wasn't in Virginia Beach, though.
Not in Virginia Beach, in the Minneapolis.
See, man. See.
But Teddy was doing Teddy was the man. He was getting a lot of money to do remixes. Everybody was wanting to do remixes with him. And then some people was wanting to do production. But he had a mean production team. This is how I actually got at the studio. Because he had a mean production team, but he had like producers from New York. And he had producers from Atlanta. And they used to go to war with each other. So he's like, I got this asset over the office. This dude's an Army Ranger. He could fight. He from Virginia. He could help me keep peace between these dudes, right? So I got there as a...
But it was literally at war. Well, like
it would always be beef with each other. So he wanted a peaceful environment. You couldn't even smoke or drink around Teddy. You know what I'm saying? He was like straight laced. He didn't want no kind of BS around him. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to be able to focus peacefully on his music. So me going there with his cousin Christo, we try to keep some order in the studio. We had the New York group and the Atlanta group that used to it used to be a competitive environment because you got an A room, you got a B room, and then I think later we built like a small C room. But everybody wanted time for the B rooms. They wanted like a project could come in for SWV remix, for instance. The Atlanta producers wanted to submit their tracks to Teddy for it. The New York producers wanted Teddy to hear what they got for it, and Teddy got his own ideas, so everybody, it was like a competitive environment as far as like who was going to get their song actually picked and chose to be put out and release.
So let me ask you one right here. Like, you got this one picture right here with Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah.
Right? You got Jennifer Lopez here.
Yes.
Jenny from the block.
She was in Virginia Beach?
She was in Virginia Beach with Puffy.
She kind of looks, man, it's crazy how, like, she looked better now. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? She looked
Yes.
like, not Jenny from the block, but she looked like Jenny from the...
Well, look, it's a story behind that picture, man. It's a story behind that picture. I think
Wow.
it's a story behind the picture. So I took the picture. She had just got in an argument. Well, she didn't get in an argument. She just got cussed out by Puffy.
Puffy was down here too?
Yeah, Puffy was down here with her. They were dating at the time that picture was taken.
Oh,
so they were in Virginia together when that picture was taken. And
J-Lo.
she had left a bag of money sitting on top of the water cooler. And then Earl used to be like one of the assistants in the studio. Earl found a bag of money. He's like, man, somebody left this money on top of this in the studio, man. It's like a lot of money here. Give me the money. It's like $40,000.
Damn.
I'm like,
Earl.
Puffy, no, we were trying to be men of integrity. He brought it to me. And,
I would have did the same thing.
you know how hard it was for me to do it. But
But 40,000 at that time is crazy.
Yeah.
I would have needed something though. But go ahead.
But we all in the same building, just like we right there. So he bought. So we take it. I was like, Earl, Teddy and Diddy in the other room. They in there gambling. It might be one of their money. You know what I'm saying? Take it. So he
Probably
took it in there. It was Diddy money, right? And he was like, I gave you my money to hold my money. He snapped off on the house. Like, oh shit, that nigga cussing Jennifer Lopez out like that. I was like, oh God. So she was like real down. I went out in the hallway trying to be funny and chill. It's like, smile for the camera, just trying to chill. So that's where that picture came from. But it's like,
because it's kind of like a fake smile, but I'm smiling anyway. I mean, she's still pretty though.
like right after
Still
getting cussed out, you ain't gonna feel but too, like, you know what I'm saying, too much like smiling, but
that's all he did though. He
no, he ain't hit her nothing like that. He was just
Jenny.
And a lot of these stories too can be found in your book too, right?
Yeah, all of these stories can be found in my book because this is like really shit that happened, and I wanted to like, before I get old and senile and goddamn can't forget nothing, and because I want to be the tree that like bark is noticeable. Like a lot of people behind the scenes, I feel like you got a book in you, but I wrote everything in my book to document like where I came from, how I got into business, like what I done in the business, and where I intend to go in the business. Like right now, I got virtual artists out that people are trying to date.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. But it's how ironic though. Like I'm looking at this picture right here with I'll Be Sure, right?
Right.
And it's like Puffy at this time was dating J-Lo, and I'll Be Sure, baby mama. Puffy started messing with her too. Like you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
it's
I'll Be Sure was down there too.
Around the same time frame, yeah.
Yeah, so I can imagine her being probably around and all that. What's her name? That ain't Kim Porter, right?
Yes.
Kim Porter.
It is.
Wow, yeah. Yeah, I'll Be Sure here. You got some heavyweights here, bro. That was
absolutely.
Man, Ted was
a lot of things came through. Like I love Pharrell, man. I love Chad, Mike Etheridge, Shay. Them my boys. Miles, Pusha, them my boys, right? But there's so much other stuff that was out here, man. It's like Mad Skills up in Richmond. That dude is nice. You would think he would be on he doing what he want to do. You know what I'm saying? These guys 3 feet. Troy was on each one of Timbaland's albums as a rapper on each feature song on each one of Timbaland albums. And after I left Teddy, I started my own label in Virginia called Sounds of Virginia Records, right?
So you said after you left Teddy.
Yeah.
Like explain that. Like, what you mean?
So it was like a wonderful experience being there, but all good things must come to an end, right?
You want to grow.
So it's just like I want to grow, and it was just like I'm under pressure, he under pressure type thing. and you know, two heads clashing, right? So it's like the particular day I was with Mary J. Blige, I was riding around in the car with Mary and her sister, and we was just like, I think I was going to the mall, taking them to the mall or something, right? And Teddy had called me, and he's like, yo, I need you.
You're right. He just said, you know, Michael Jackson, Walmart, Mary J. Blige. It's okay. Okay.
Hey, man, it'd be funny, man.
Listen.
Look, I'm gonna tell you, my baby mama saw me, and my son's mother saw me in Hampton Mall one time with Faith Evans. Faith was walking, we was walking arm in arm with Faith Evans. I'm like, she's supposed to be getting ready for a show, so I'm taking her to the mall to get some hair glue, real shit. Here comes my son's mother. You motherfuckers, you told me you was supposed to be working. I said, I'm working. This one of the artists. This Faith Evans. I don't care who that bitch is. I don't know. So
that's Keisha from Chesapeake. Oh, God.
But yeah, that particular day, so he asked me to get some reels out of the storage. We used to keep all of our master reels in a climate controlled storage facility, right?
Mm.
He was like, go get some reels out of the storage. I want to set the session up for Murray.
Mm.
So I was going to storage. I mean, I was with Murray, so I ain't gonna take her to no storage. I called Earl. His job, he's the assistant. His job is to run and get shit. When he's the runner, he's supposed to run and get shit. So I was like, Earl, Teddy wants these songs out of the storage, blah, 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 to go put them on the thing, take them back to the studio. So when I finally get back to the studio with Murray, they're all lined up against the glass front little counter right there as you walk in, and I walk in, and he's like, you got the reel set up? And I was like, I told Earl to do it. And he's like, you told Earl to do it? I told you to do it. And I was like, that's Earl's job. He said, I pay you more than I pay anybody around here. When I tell you to do something, I expect to get done. So like he snapped out on me. I was like, oh my God. And then I was like, yo, before I beat your little ass up, let me go get my shit out the office and leave. I'm out of here. And then he had this new security guard named Big Wayne. Sifu wasn't working there then. Sifu was working there then. Sifu had just got hired back. He had this big security guard named Big Wayne. And Big Wayne was like, don't make me earn my money, Tony Brown. I said, Big Wayne, I'll shoot you in your motherfucking bad kneecaps. You better get the fuck away from me. And then Sifu was like, you don't want to test that one, Wayne. You don't want to test that one. So I went to the back office, cleared out my office, and I did. It was just like that. It was just like that. It's like the day before that, he had hired Chauncey's cousin or brother-in-law, some relative of Chauncey to be like my assistant. I was like, you choosing my assistant for me, but we had got in a fight in the office, in the back office, and I think I slammed him through the glass table or something. And Teddy was mad about that. That was one. And then the next day was the thing about the tapes not being back in the studio when they were supposed to be, so he could start the session. So he used that as an excuse to go off. But I walked out, you know what I'm saying? They called me back a couple times after that, but I was just like, fuck it, man. I ain't trying to work for nobody forever, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do my own shit. So I got 3 Feet that I was managing with Troy, and he was working with Timbaland around this time, so because his record deal fell apart, but he was starting to work with Timbaland around that time. So I'm like, yo, I got other artists that I could develop and help put out, because that was my thing, was like helping people from Virginia get their shit on, you know what I'm saying? So I started my own label called Sova Records, Sounds of Virginia, SOVA, Sova Records. And shout out to Louise West, I love her to death. Louise saw my vision and she funded my label. She gave me the money that I needed to start my label. It was like $100 and some thousand that she gave me to start the label.
And when is that?
What?
When did you do that?
When did I do this? So I quit Teddy in like 96.
Oh, so all this is during the time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So after I quit Teddy, this is like one of the projects.
Man, people be giving you $100,000. You just fall.
Listen.
Yeah. You like. Leprechaun. 100 here, 150 there. Ain't read no contract.
No, I read contracts for now. So
I mean, I'm saying, you got a buckaroo and some change off of karaoke.
I said a hip hop nigga.
So we was rapping that in the lunchroom. You know, and the crazy thing is, like, when that song came on, everything up into that particular song was just like Italian disco music. It's like that corny shit. It was
You probably would have went there and did that and got my 250. 250 large. They were like, oh yeah, we like that.
Damn right.
Oh man.
Right.
So before we get out of here, man, there's a couple more things I want to talk to you real quick about, man. Your book.
Yeah,
right.
My book.
Let me see what
Don't
you got.
leave.
My book, Don't Leave. 8 years of working with Teddy Riley, Blackstreet, and Future Recording Studios.
And what made you explain this title to me? How you come up with this title and what made you
So, Don't Leave. Blackstreet, like one of the most iconic hip-hop groups in history, right? I put them up there on the level of Jodeci, Boyz II Men, New Edition, Guy.
How did Blackstreet get discovered? How did they come up with,
Teddy that was a project that Teddy was working on when I was interning. So I don't know actually how they got discovered. Yeah. But the members rotating in and out of the group is why I call the book Don't Leave. So first there was Joe Stone Street. And it was crazy because I used to be in the street. I used to serve a lot of people, serve a lot of servers, right? And I went to a place to serve my server one time, and Joe was sitting in there. I was like,
used to serve a lot of servers. Yeah. Okay.
So I went in the spot to serve my server one time. And
I like that.
Cool motherfucker.
And Joe was sitting in there. And I was like, yo, that's Joe. And I was like, I didn't even want him to see me because I didn't want to embarrass him. Like, this nigga is a crack house. Like, so I dip out, boom.
God damn, Joe.
And then
is it P-Town?
Huh? Norfolk.
Oh, no, I was like, God damn, you skipped Norfolk straight to the P.
No. Norfolk. So Joe got put out the group. Then comes another guy, Dave Hollister.
Yeah.
Dave was my man.
Dave
was my man. Love Dave. Dave lead the group. Then come another guy. He lead the group. Then come another guy. So I'm like, don't leave, man. Y'all stay together. You know what I'm saying? So that got something to do with the group. And you know, after I left, there was like people was calling me, telling me, don't leave, don't come back. You know, come back to the studio, man. That shit, y'all can squash that shit. Come back to the studio. But it's like after I left, I found out that I had a discrepancy. So I got some money one time, deposited the money in my account, and went to withdraw some money the next day, and $40,000 of that money was gone. And I was like, where'd that money go? Department of Child Support Enforcement. Department of Child Support Enforcement hit me for $40,000 out my bank account. I'm going crazy. I been paying child support ever since. Right? I got every pay stub. Even to this day, I still got the pay stubs in case that shit come back up. But I got every pay stub that I ever had from working for Teddy, right? That showed that I had child support being taken out. So I'm not working there now. I'm not, I ain't got the access that like I used to. They got niggas blocking me off the block, and I don't want to fuck nobody else. So I just keep my peace, right? But when this happened, I got to see you now. But now, at this point, he ain't in Virginia no more. He's back and forth with, like, other places. So I'm trying to discover, like, what's the source of how my $40,000 get taken out of my bank account when I've been paying child support the whole time. Come to find out that I'm paying child support, they're taking it out of my check, but they not sending it into child support enforcement. Somebody's pocketing the money that they supposed to be sending into child support enforcement. So at this point, the studio is like in a shambles. Teddy ain't even around no more. I have no choice but to file a lawsuit. So I sued him for the money, right? He came to court a couple times with security guards and bodyguards, and the bodyguards is like my nephews. He coming to court, so with the bodyguards trying to intimidate me, and I'm slapping in them in the chest like, "How your daddy doing, boy?" You know what I'm saying? But it come to find out that he didn't have nothing to do with it personally because he didn't handle his own finances. He had accountants and other people that was robbing from him from every which way, and I was one of those ways. You know what I'm saying? They was hitting him from every angle, man. Teddy was getting fucked over and robbed from every angle by these accountants, guys. So, and just so happened that by the time we proved it was them, their offices get destroyed in 911 in the World Trade Center. Their office is in one of the Twin Towers. So all of the records and everything associated with that is gone with the Twin Towers. So for some way, some miracle, some kind of way, before all that happened, they got record in or they got notice into DCSC that the money, the shit got cleared up. Mm-hmm. And I went home one day, I was walking, I checked my mailbox, and I saw a letter from DCSC. I almost tore it up on spot, because I'm like, what these motherfuckers writing me for now? Well, they sent me a check for $40,000. I opened it up instead of tearing it up, and it was a check for all the money that was taken out of my check while I was working for them. So I initially held the wrong person responsible, you know what I'm saying, and was angry at the wrong person. I was up there fucking the studio up one day. I was in the studio I got in the studio, I pushed past Earl and forced myself into the studio.
On your personal shit.
Yeah, I was on my personal shit. I pushed past Earl, forced myself into the studio. I was in there breaking shit up, right? Trying to find $40,000 worth of shit that I could get out of there. Earl called Teddy, Tony Brown up here going crazy, Tony Brown up here. Teddy called Hootie Bang come up. I'm like, I walk out the building, like, what the fuck you gonna do? He's like, I'm trying to keep you from going to jail, little bro, just come on. So I was like, all right. So got me away from the studio. And then I went about the logical way of recovering the money, and eventually everything worked out, man. But that shit was crazy.
I told you they don't call him P-Town Tony Brown for no reason.
So, real quick, I just picked the chapter out of the book. Mm-hmm. Illusion and delusion, right? In that chapter, why you name it that and what that chapter about? Illusions and delusions is like
everything that's promised to you ain't what it seems. So like the winner of the Teddy Riley Magic Show, you get a record deal, right? Teddy got, at some point during that career, my time there, Teddy got his own record labels. He got Little Man Records and he got Funky Mama Records for his brother, Markel. Little Man Records was supposed to be focused on like R&B, more contemporary type music, where Funky Man was supposed to be the hip hop imprint of the LOR Entertainment umbrella. The big umbrella, LOR Entertainment, the studio and everything under that umbrella. Mm-hmm. Then you got Little Man Records, Funky Man Records, different production companies under the umbrella. So, some people will be under the delusion that once I get my deal, I'm going to be a star instantly. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to have to do nothing. I'm going to be a star. It's going to be like I'm on automatically, and they get delusional by it. And then the illusion of it is like you got to, once you are at a certain point, you got to put on like you got more than you really do. You know what I'm saying? So if people see you on TV, they don't expect you to be driving a Toyota. They expect you to be driving a Lexus. So you might be that type of person to go out with a razor blade and scrape the Toyota logo off your Toyota and put the Lexus logo on your Toyota just to give somebody that illusion that you're doing better than you are. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what that chapter is about. It's like people that came into the studio, like we had like Queen Pen is one of my good friends, like one of the only artists that Teddy actually put out.
Yeah, I remember she was here, yeah.
Yeah, she's one of the only artists that he actually put out, but she wasn't the only artist that he had signed. So it was just too much stuff going on that I was hoping that what we did here in Virginia as far as a label would be locked and solidified in Virginia, and that we would help Virginia artists, you know what I'm saying? Artists from Virginia. What was going on is like a lot of production work was coming in that probably couldn't focus on that, like Michael Jackson project. Then not only are you doing the Michael Jackson project, but Michael Jackson got 2 acts that he wants you to work on too. He got Men of Vision and he got Brownstone. So he got 2 acts on his label, MJJ Records, and his label that he wants you to work on too. Then you got your brother's act, Rex and Effects. Then you got Blackstreet, right? Then you got a guy reunion that you're trying to do. Then you got other projects on the side. Everybody came to that studio, man. Everybody that made music in that 90s, in that era of the 90s, came to that studio at one point in time. Rolling Stones. I took New Kids on the Block to the movie theater at Princess Anne at Den Haven Mall. And by the time the movie was over, we couldn't even walk out the front door. We had to leave out the back door because somebody saw that big-ass, stupid Future van with all that shit on the side and figured it's a celebrity in there somewhere. Mm-hmm. And then somebody went in there and saw, it's a couple guys from New Kids on the Block. And had to usher them out the back of the movie theater and take them back to the studio. So it's like the ones that wasn't cutting vocals, they didn't want to sit around. The ones that cutting vocals, they're in the A room with Teddy. I'm taking them other ones to the...
Everywhere.
To the joint.
Yeah. Well, man, like I said, man, I appreciate you coming, man. Man, you definitely a pioneer, man.
Appreciate you having me, man.
Especially from Virginia, man, and all the other stuff you was doing even before time. You was definitely one of the first.
So I know you like Pharrell stories. Let me tell you this one before you kick me off this platform. I know you like Pharrell stories. So Teddy was pissed off one day because he was trying to work on something, a particular keyboard wasn't there. So he was like, I want to do an inventory of my shit. I want to go get all my equipment back from everybody who got some of my equipment. Go get all my shit back from everybody. I was like, all right. So I'm going around to different people's houses. I got a list of everybody who got equipment because I'm the one that got to sign it out from. Mm-hmm. I go around to everybody's houses trying to get the equipment from them, right? I go to Leon Silver's house from the Silvers. I don't know if you know that group, the Silvers. Mm-hmm. Go to Leon's house. He don't want to give me the equipment. He want to kung fu fight me for the equipment. I was like, Leon, we ain't about to do that, man. Just give me the equipment, right? Leon, give me the equipment. I take the equipment back. I hated doing that because Leon is my man. You know what I'm saying? Talented brother. I'm going to take equipment from blind people. Pick from the dude's surface. I'm going to take keyboard. I get to Pharrell house. Go take keyboard from Pharrell. This dude crying at the front door like somebody just shot his dog, man. He's like crying. I'm like, man, look, man, ain't no need for all that, man. When Teddy leave, come back to the studio and sign the shit out again. You can get the keyboard back when he leaves, man. Just come back up to the studio and get another one. I'm like, all right, so that was the little story. That, like, we would cry when I took his keyboard away, but I made sure he got it back. And it was like a lot of stuff like, it's so I'm gonna keep this shit real, man. It was so funny and phony to me to see them niggas at Something in the Water together, man. Cause it was like, yo, they like each other, but they like each other on the industry level. Like personally, Teddy ain't like to have him around. And then Pharrell got to a point one time where he was trying to shit on Teddy, pulling up to the parking lot in NXXs and shit like, oh, fuck you, nigga, I got my own type shit. Like, you know, so I saw that little, like, you know, like I don't really fuck with you, but now we both are celebrities, so yeah, I'm gonna fuck with you for the cameras, but I don't really fuck with you, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Damn.
Well, hopefully, you know, I mean, both of them still, you know, right now, I guess it's a thing of now. It's like
and then,
they older.
Exactly, that's all it is. It's maturity.
You know
because, like,
yes, so
it's maturity.
Both learning to grow, and I know Pharrell in a great place, and I definitely know Ted is also in a great place.
Yeah.
You know, so shout out to them guys. Yeah, answer. Shout out to them guys, both, man.
Yeah.
You know, Pharrell went on to do some amazing things, and I was, you know, I was definitely a part of that. I wasn't a part of the Teddy Riley situation, but I'm still one of them ones who always respect the tree. I'm gonna always say that. Like, I don't care whatever situation. It don't even got to be Teddy. It can be somebody else. I just go for, you know, I'm one of, you know, I come from that we don't boast and go crazy over the stuff that we actually did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We let people talk about it for us, you know. But now we at that age though that is like, okay, y'all don't want to talk about it, y'all know this, but I'm gonna let you know this. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm using my platform for people like us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And another thing, man, I feel like, you know, you're blessed as well as I am to have been able to witness all this. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a whole era of music and a whole lifestyle that we went through. We transitioned through a whole lifestyle, man. I get sentimental sometimes, man. I was like, yeah, man, I might be responsible for a lot of crack babies. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, look at these people in these situations and be like, yo, I got to do something different and never go back down that road no more. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like a blessing to have been able to have navigated this safely the first time. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. Gunplay, police, everything. Just to be able to get down the road, you'll never want to turn back that way. You know what I'm saying? So the future is like helping these youth so they don't have to go down that route. Yeah. And I'm still trying to help Virginia artists like that. If it's the last thing I'm doing, I'm going to be known for trying to help an artist from VA get put on.
Well, yeah, man. Yeah. No, but that's what we're going to do. You know what I mean? Like I said, man, I don't mind you anytime definitely coming back, man. Cause,
I definitely got to have y'all on my platform too, man.
You know, I'm coming. You know, we're going to do that. And then I know it's plenty much more that we're going to do together. We're going to do some business together. Everything happened for a reason.
No doubt.
And you're real knowledgeable. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of stuff, that I'm keen on that I don't know. And I'm willing to learn. And anything you can help me on, anything I can help you on, we get that popping.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Is this my book?
That's your book.
You gotta sign it, yeah.
We'll talk about one quick thing before you go off.
Yeah.
So a transition, like people right now are moving toward this AI, augmented intelligence. Don't let it tell you it's all artificial, it's augmented intelligence. Because you have to have some level of intellect to put in what you want to get out. So it's augmenting your actual intelligence. But a lot of people are getting into this AI thing now with these AI artists. So I got 2 AI artists that I put out, right? A female AI artist. And I want you to know they're AI, but I want them, the purpose of these artists is to entertain the listener, right? It's not to compete with other artists, it's to entertain the listener. So the artist's name is Amy Innocent. That's AI, her initials AI. And the other artist is Andrew Ingham, also AI, right? So I call them virtual artists, but I use augmented intelligence to help develop these artists as far as like their vocals. I'm doing the production, but as far as like their vocals and their video and their imagery, it's actually virtual. It's augmented intelligence. So, and it was easy to get into that because Teddy was a geek. Teddy was a computer nerd. And I don't know if you remember when they first started making CDs that you could put in the CD player and get extra information about the artist on it, like enhanced CD. So one of the things that I did when I was managing there, set up a enhanced CD system where I used to make enhanced CDs for the record labels, right? So when they wanted enhanced CD made, they would send that stuff to me. Teddy bought the equipment. He's like, you learn how to use it, then show me how to do it, right? So that's how we would work on the thing with the enhanced CDs. And I made Wu-Tang Clan's first website, the first Wu-Tang Clan website. So it's like keeping in trend with this technology. The next thing is just the augmented reality, the augmented intelligence, and then bring these artists into perform through virtual reality. So that's what we're working on now.
Smart man.
Yeah.
Smart man.
Try to be, man.
And y'all stay out of the people DM. How y'all in artificial intelligence? Y'all nasty.
I call them VAs, virtual artists. But I use augmented intelligence, AI, to develop their vocals and to develop the way they look. And they look realistic. So the guys are sliding in the girl's DM, man. I'm like, Just when my daughter's like, when they found out it's a 60-year-old black man behind Amy Innocent,
you can't
hey, show me a picture so I don't jump in that jar. Be clowning me.
You gonna learn your lessons to legacy.
Cause I see you on the FaceTime, man. Yeah, let me see you, girl. We got a 9 o'clock date. I see you, Lord have mercy, I'll go crazy.
But yeah, man, thanks for having me. I thought I delayed your
man, ain't no such thing, man. Hey, look, thank you, bro, man.
Thank you, P-Town Tony Brown.
Anytime you need me for anything, man. P-Town Brown.
P-Town Brown.
All day.
Thank you, man.